Madam Vice-Chancellor, our colleagues from SANTRUST, we appreciate your presence. Deans, colleagues, and all those people, you know, that look a bit tired still after the exercise that they went through. But I think there's more energy and inspiration that will cover that in time. Against the background of what the VC explained to us, you know, what's the national context? Where do we as university fit into this picture? The challenge for us is, how do we take this thing forward? About 4 years ago, we asked ourselves the question, what really distinguishes a university of technology from traditional universities? Where do we really find the difference? And we can have a lot of arguments around a lot of issues. But I think we came to one conclusion as part of that discussion, which I still believe was a breakthrough in our own thinking. And that was to say, firstly, this idea that we only do applied research is absolutely untrue. We accepted the fact that within the context of applied knowledge, there will always be gaps of knowledge that you require to move further. So who's going to do that? Secondly, we accepted the fact that applied knowledge is being done in general. But what distinguishes us is the ability to go beyond the applied knowledge towards real solutions, to create technology, to develop solutions that will really impact society. And based on this understanding, we were able to say, but we know that there's something more to knowledge and how we approach knowledge in terms of our business as a university of technology. When we looked at the business model of the institution, we said, how do we understand our role as academics then in this institution in order to realize the vision and the mission of this university? And we decided, let's put research right in the center. Put it right in the center and start to develop the model. Some people would say, no, you must start with the teaching thing. We said, no, cannot be. That may have been technicon thinking, but it cannot be university thinking. Therefore, let's put research right in the middle. Let us push ourselves a bit further and say, how do we understand research? We understand that research in the past, in a disciplinary context, had a specific approach. But now we understand that in an environment that talks about disciplinary, multi, inter, and transdisciplinary research, we need to be able to redefine our own thinking. And then we said, fair enough. If we understand this research thing then, and our approach to research, now we must start to look at teaching, but at the same time, our distinguishing characteristic. How do we move towards technology? And for that reason, our business model, the way in which we function, succeeded, I think, in completing the loop in terms of effective research, teaching, innovation towards real solution, impacting the community, direct engagement with the industry and broader society. But then I want to take one step further. We had to answer to this whole issue. Because we had to say to ourselves, but if this is the case, how do we philosophically explain ourselves? And how do we conceptually define our understanding of this business? And the concept developed, and we started to talk about the research-teaching nexus. And in time we realized, but that is not enough. If our mandate is to go beyond, towards solution, we need to develop a research, teaching, innovation nexus. To start to develop a triangle. In other words, we need to commit ourselves right from the outset to understand that our knowledge must go further. And in this triangle, you find a logical understanding of our challenge. But now, we also committed to the idea that we teach what impacts and we research what matters. So how do we take that forward? And we have to say to ourselves, but the only way to understand this is to move towards a better understanding of the quadruple helix. Better understanding of who the key Stakeholders, no, role players. The key role players are. And started to develop our understanding of our research mandate based on this triangular understanding into the quadruple helix. And if we now relate to government, relate to the context of higher education, community and industry, now we got a definition of partners that assist us to create this innovation space. But how do we make sure it impacts? And this is where we define the development context. Now you will understand that for me it is absolutely wonderful to see how we move together as staff and people in their PhD studies. And when we have the discussion, grasp these concepts and say, but we're excited about this. That when we invite people for a program like this, we have more applications than what we can accommodate. When we ask people join in for a postgraduate diploma in higher education, we thought initially we would have to force people. People come spontaneously every year. While other universities battle to get 1 and 2 people going, we need to contain the numbers. So in other words, somewhere the concept of University of Technology, the concept of understanding our responsibility of impacting on society, but defining our approach in a sound philosophical way, defining it conceptually in a way that we can defend it and implement it. Therefore, we could not stop there. We need to create an environment in which our staff members can continuously realize their aspirations, continuously prepare themselves better to face this challenge. And therefore this program is so exciting because I think you're leading the way in the institution. Having heard about Marquise, having heard about the phenomenologies and all the things that you're confronted, you have formed part of the group of new thinkers in the institution. People with recent knowledge, if you want to. People who are prepared to take this debate forward. So the privilege here comes with a responsibility. We depend on you to take this idea forward and to become part of this broader team of thinkers in the institution that will lead this conceptual debate further, that will realize our ideal of a triangular understanding of our responsibility, a better understanding of how we function in our broader context, a better ability to identify priorities in our society and to find real solutions and to make them work in that environment. From our side, congratulations. I know people work hard. When we had to move the last date, we had that meeting in the boardroom up there. And I looked at the guys like this, and I realized they have to move here. And in the end, it was worth the while. You all work hard. And, as I got the feedback as we moved on, realized that there's a lot of challenges on your time and your availability. But thank you very much for going through with this program, being successful up to this stage. The university commits to continue with the program, to continue to support, and it will follow us from here to create opportunities to support you all the time, to be successful, to continue to complete this process. Congratulations, and we're looking forward to the further successes. Thank you very much.